Hey, I'm Sam, and today we're exploring one of the simplest, most effective budgeting methods you'll ever use, the 50-30-20 rule. Trust me, this one budgeting trick could change your entire financial future, and yet so few people truly understand how powerful it is. Have you ever wondered why some people effortlessly manage their money while others struggle paycheck to paycheck? Stick around, because today I'll show you exactly how to master your finances without complicated spreadsheets or restrictive budgets. So, first things first, what exactly is the 50-30-20 budget rule? Simply put, it's an easy-to-follow formula designed to help you divide your monthly income into three clear categories. Here's how it breaks down. 50% goes to your essentials, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings and investments. It sounds straightforward, right? But here's the twist. Most people completely misunderstand what counts as essential, causing their budget to break down before it even starts. Let's quickly break down each category, starting with essentials. These are things you absolutely cannot live without: housing, groceries, basic utilities, and transportation. But here's a question that might surprise you. Is your daily latte or Netflix subscription an essential? We'll get to that answer in a moment. Before we do, let's talk about why the essentials category is set at exactly 50%. This rule is based on extensive financial research showing that spending more than half your income on essentials puts you at serious financial risk, limiting your ability to save and build wealth. So, back to that latte and Netflix subscription. Are these really essentials? The answer is no. These belong firmly in the wants category, the second pillar of the 50-30-20 rule. Your wants include dining out, entertainment, shopping, and yes, your favorite streaming services and daily coffees. But wait, if your wants category is only 30% of your income, does this mean you need to drastically cut back your lifestyle? Not exactly, and here's the secret most people don't realize. The 50-30-20 rule isn't about eliminating joy from your life, it's about creating intentional spending. When you clearly understand what's a want and what's essential, you'll naturally become more mindful about where your money is going, giving you more freedom to enjoy the things you truly value. Now, let's talk about that all-important third category, the 20% that goes directly into savings and investments. You might be thinking, Sam, I can barely save anything right now. How can I possibly set aside a full 20%? I hear you and I get it. But here's a powerful mindset shift. Rather than saving what's left after spending, the 50-30-20 rule teaches you to save first, then spend what's left. But what exactly does saving 20% look like? Does it all have to go into a savings account, or are there smarter options out there? Hold that thought, because shortly I'll share some incredibly effective ways to make your savings work harder for you. First, let's briefly address a common misconception. Many people think budgeting means restricting their lifestyle. But let me ask you this: what feels more restrictive? Budgeting intentionally now or being trapped in financial stress later? The 50-30-20 rule isn't restrictive, it's empowering. It gives you permission to enjoy your money guilt-free, knowing your future is secure. So, what if your current expenses don't align perfectly with these percentages? Is this method still useful for you? Absolutely, and here's how. The 50-30-20 rule isn't rigid, it's a guideline. The key is awareness. If you're currently spending 70% on essentials, it's a clear signal to either boost your income or find ways to lower your basic costs. Either way, this rule shows exactly where your money adjustments need to happen. But here's the big question. What are the best practical steps you can take right now to implement the 50-30-20 rule in your life, even if your finances are currently a mess? I'll answer that clearly and simply in just a moment. Before we dive into those action steps, let me quickly address something crucial. Emergencies. Where do they fit in this budgeting system? Should your emergency fund come from your essentials, savings, or somewhere else entirely? You might be surprised by the ideal solution, which I'll reveal shortly. The beauty of the 50-30-20 rule lies in its simplicity and adaptability. No complicated spreadsheets, no restrictive rules. Just clear, easy guidelines designed to help you build real financial stability and freedom. But knowing the rule is just the start. Actually putting it into practice is where real transformation happens. Up next, I'm going to share exactly how to effortlessly implement this powerful budgeting method into your daily life. Plus, reveal a few incredible tips and tricks that make managing money feel effortless, even enjoyable. You don't want to miss this, because these practical steps could genuinely transform your financial future forever. So, let's dive right into exactly how you can implement the 50-30-20 budget rule effectively, starting today. The first thing you need to do is clearly understand your current spending habits. Don't worry, this doesn't mean tracking every penny for months. Instead, pull up your last month's bank statement and categorize your expenses into essentials, wants, and savings. This simple exercise alone can be eye-opening. Once you've done that, ask yourself, does your spending align closely with the 50-30-20 rule? Or are adjustments needed? Maybe you're overspending on wants and undersaving, or perhaps your essential expenses are too high. Whatever you discover, don't panic. This is exactly the clarity you need to take control of your finances. Now, remember earlier when I asked about emergency funds, where exactly do they fit into the 50-30-20 rule? Here's the straightforward answer. Your emergency fund belongs within your 20% savings and investments category. Ideally, you should first prioritize building up an emergency fund covering 3 to 6 months of expenses. After that, you can confidently shift your focus toward long-term investments or retirement savings. But wait, where exactly should you keep your emergency fund to maximize safety and still earn interest? The answer might surprise you. Rather than letting your cash sit idle in a regular checking account, consider a high-interest savings account or money market account. These options offer both easy access to your money and higher returns, making your savings work smarter, not harder. Now let's talk about another incredibly powerful trick for effortlessly sticking to the 50-30-20 rule: automation. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account into your savings or investment accounts every payday. By doing this, you're literally paying yourself first, ensuring your 20% savings happens automatically without you lifting a finger. Here's another common question. What if you're currently struggling to save 20% because of debt? Can the 50-30-20 rule still help? Absolutely, and here's exactly how. If high-interest debts like credit cards are eating away at your finances, temporarily allocate a significant portion of that 20% savings toward paying down those debts. This approach actually saves you more money in the long run by drastically reducing the interest you'll pay. But here's the twist. Should all debts be treated equally? Actually, no. High-interest debts are emergencies, but lower-interest debts, like student loans or mortgages, can often coexist comfortably alongside your savings and investment goals. Prioritize high-interest debt first, then refocus your savings to investments and emergency funds once those debts are under control. By now, you're probably thinking, Sam, this sounds great, but what if I earn irregular income or I'm self-employed? Does the 50-30-20 rule still apply? Absolutely, but you'll need a slightly different approach. With irregular income, use your average monthly earnings from the past 6 months as your budgeting baseline. During high-income months, put extra money aside in your savings to balance out lower-income months. This strategy creates stability in an otherwise unpredictable income stream. One more important tip for mastering the 50-30-20 rule is regular financial check-ins. At least once per month, take just 15 minutes to quickly review your spending categories. Are you staying close to the recommended percentages? Do you notice areas where you're consistently overspending? Adjust as needed and you'll maintain control without stress or overwhelm. And finally, here's something powerful to remember. The 50-30-20 rule isn't just about budgeting, it's about mindset. By following this rule, you're actively shaping a mindset focused on financial freedom and intentional spending. Instead of feeling restricted, you'll feel empowered and excited about your financial future. Now it's your turn. I want to hear from you. Which part of the 50-30-20 rule surprised you the most, or which step are you excited to implement first? Drop your thoughts down below in the comments. I'd love to see what's resonating with you the most. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Remember, financial freedom is absolutely within your reach, and the 50-30-20 rule could be your simplest, smartest first step. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, Keep your money smart and your future bright.